Oh, the Nether portal. We all know it. It's a true work of beauty, but today we're gonna make it even better. So if you didn't catch it from my amazing intro, I'm transforming the Nether portal today from its normal rectangle look to a circular look. Because yes, you can make circles in Minecraft. They're not gonna be perfect, but they do look quite nice once they get big enough. At first, I thought I wanted to do this with commands so that we could have a circle without the square border behind it, but I actually decided to make this Nether portal, as many others do, embedded into a wall so that it is actually achievable in survival, because you can in creative spawn in just the portal and make an actual circle, but this time we're hiding the square behind the circle so that if you want to follow along or make something similar, you can do it in survival. I felt sort of space inspired, so I started making this beam that would shoot out from the portal with light and purple, or maybe it's sucking in. I haven't really decided. Maybe it's sucking all the energy out of the overworld and drawing it into the portal and sending it to the Nether, or maybe it's beaming it out. Either way, I think it's a pretty easy addition to make to any larger size portal, and you could easily make this look like the portal is being weaponized by some alien force that is landing with your spaceship or something. That's not really what I was going for here. I'm going for more of it's exploding through the side of the rock in this mountain. That is actually also in the same world where I made my lava castle, which I made in another video if you want to go watch that. Anyways, now that we're getting into the explosion part of the build, or maybe it's more of a crater, there are many things in this build that I'm still indecisive about. But I built these curved pieces of stone all around the portal, all curving toward the end of the beam, to give the portal this erupted look that I was going for. And I think I succeeded pretty well, although I do think it would have looked better if I hadn't built the portal so far into the mountain as I did, but oh well. Honestly, it's actually just such a cliche to embed your portal in a wall by now that I think half of my decision making when coming up with the build was just my muscle memory of doing it so many times. But it does look good. That's probably why it's a cliche. So next time, I promise I will come up with something a little more original. I'm pretty sure I saw some awesome builds while scrolling through the Google Pictures section where the portal had been made into swords of different kinds, and I'd never seen that idea before, but honestly it was pretty cool. Maybe I could come up with something equally as cool as that, but still different? I don't know, I guess future me will have to figure that one out. So you might be able to spot that I was spreading some obsidian and some crying obsidian around the inside of the crater by now, which is really only visible when you're standing in the portal or at night, because crying obsidian is light emissive, and I hadn't realized this until today because I have never built with that before. But the more you know. And this also made me decide to spread out the crying obsidian and holes around the crater, which I was hoping would look really cool once shaders were turned on. I mean, it is visible, but it's just not quite what I was hoping for, but you'll have to wait till the end of the video to see how it turned out. Overall, I think the build by now was coming along nicely, and I think the different parts of it were complementing each other. One last thing I changed is the wall behind the portal, because the portal is kind of transparent and you can actually use the wall behind it to make a lot of different patterns and even make the portal appear to have different shades of purple depending on your needs. The way I cycle through the different colors in a bit is by going behind the portal and marking down the coordinates of the corners on a diagonal behind the portal, and then I use the fill command to quickly try out a lot of different blocks like crying obsidian, white concrete, which made the portal look really light purple, and finally the purple block. I actually end up going with a design where I have a gradient from the middle to the edges, where I have white concrete in the middle, then purple blocks, and then crying obsidian at the edges. And now the build is actually over and we're watching all the cinematic shots. And I actually think it turned out really well for a smaller transformation build. You could definitely have gone way bigger with the transformation like this, but I was feeling like making something quick and fun, and I totally had a lot of fun with this, and I hope you enjoyed watching. And maybe you even feel a little bit inspired by seeing me building. If so, I really hope you could take something away from the video that you can use in your builds. If you want to see me transform something else, leave a comment or something. Anyways, that was all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!